Well, hi everyone. So today, in case you don't know me, my name is Lynn Weems. I'm part of a different kind of better clinic in London, Ontario. But I wanted to talk today about not being perfect. Okay, that's the best way I'm going to address this issue. So, do you make mistakes? Do you sometimes fail at being kind? Do you sometimes fail at not being the best person that you can be? Do you lose it sometimes? Do the struggles of today or yesterday or tomorrow affect you? Do you offend people? Do you say things that you regret? And if you do these things, what do you do about it? And how does it affect you if you don't do anything about it? So I was thinking yesterday, about situations recently where it wasn't my best self. So I was under a lot of stress. I think a lot of us are under stress lately. But I became something that I'm normally not, and that was short fused. And so I had to actually go and apologize to somebody for me interrupting them or being short with them. So I think everybody out there at some point, at one time or another, hopefully, we all have times where we regret how we behave in a certain situation. So I want to let you know that it's okay. It's okay to not be perfect. And some of us can be harder on ourselves than others. And this is really for those kinds of people like me that um, it really, really carries with me for a long time. And here's somebody who really tries to lead a positive life, tries to always be uplifting, tries to always be there for people. But I just want you to know that I'm not perfect. So let's talk about the word sorry, and what does that do for people, or what doesn't it do for people? So it's really weird because I wanted to kind of look at where it originated, and evidently the first published use of the word sorry was from by Sir Thomas More in I believe, I wrote this down, 1533. So it's been around for a long time. And what does it mean? It just basically means that you regret um, what happened in a certain situation, whether that be behavior or the outcome of a situation, that you feel a need to go and use the word sorry, because that's what we're used to hearing, right? Or not, right? I know particular individuals in the family that they don't believe you need to say sorry. Uh, they just believe that you should, just continue life and, just act like it never happened. And for them, it's okay because in their environment, that's all they've been used to. That's all they know. Um, and in the beginning, that was really hard for me to understand because I was raised in a family where we always humbled ourselves. We always went to the hurt party and said, "Oh my gosh, I am so sorry." But we would never say sorry unless it was genuine, because a sorry that's not genuine really means nothing. It means nothing to the person you're giving it to because they know it's not a genuine sorry, and it means nothing to you. It's not going to take away that wonder, right? That always feeling like that you should or you shouldn't, right? There's always this wonder in the back of your mind. And what does that do? You know, when you're feeling sad about something or regretful, it can change health. And I'm all about a different kind of better. And feeling guilt, um, I've read studies on it. Guilt can lead to a lot of dis-ease in a person's body. So we need to deal with it. We don't need to be afraid to go sorry to that person. And where does that fear come from? The fear comes from how they're going to react to that apology, right? There's always that element of fear about, well, if I say sorry and they don't accept it, where does that leave me? It puts me in a worse state. That's what they think. That's another story they're creating in their head, which I've done before in the past. But what I've learned over the past few years is that no matter whether they accept the apology or not, and it's their choice whether they want to accept it, they have that right. It's, you know, they should be able to decide whether to accept that apology or not. However, if you don't apologize because you're fearful of their reaction to the apology, you will carry that with you for a long time. And that's not a good thing to do. So go say sorry. If they don't accept the apology, that's okay. You have done what needs to be done. You've accepted that you're not perfect, that you do mess up, as we say sometimes, that you can sometimes not be able to control yourself in certain situations, but at least you are giving yourself an opportunity to let that person know that even yourself doesn't accept that behavior, and that you're going to learn from it, right? That this isn't going to be something that is a recurrence over and over and over again, right? You don't want to keep making the same mistakes. So, if you have anger problems or temper problems or things have changed recently, then you need to step back and take a look at that and get some help. Get some help or take some time out. That's what I've done recently. I've taken time out to ground myself, get myself back into normality, and realize that, these things that are happening can all be dealt with, right? One day at a time. So should we say sorry or shouldn't we? It's really up to you. I personally, from my personality, believe that it's something I need to do. If I have wronged somebody or hurt somebody unintentionally, like spur of the moment, just came out, and then got up the next morning or shortly after and said, oh boy, I really messed up, then you need to look after that. You need to go and get that fixed. Why spoil a relationship? Because hopefully most of us realize that no one out there can be the perfect person all the time, the perfect friend, the perfect wife, the perfect mother, right? The perfect sibling. It's impossible, right? We can try, and that's what we're supposed to do. We can try to be loving, try to be kind, try not to be short fused, try not to say things that will intentionally hurt somebody, right? We can go out of our way to do the best that we can on a daily basis, but know that sorry's there and it's something we can use, and it may make you feel better and it may make them feel better. So just do it. Take care. I'll talk to you soon.